Hi guys! So today I wanted to talk about my proposal. So for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you may already know that I am now engaged. My boyfriend and I, my fiance and I, have been in a relationship for 2 years. I can't stop saying I haven't recorded a video face-to-face in a while, so I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So we are engaged. We have no idea what to do for our reception. I've already pretty much have wanted to just go and get married at City Hall with our families, and then that was it. But now plans are starting to happen because now we may have an actual reception. But still, City Hall is still the way we're going to actually get married. That's gonna stay the same. I have a lot of different options available. I just don't know what to do, and it's kind of overwhelming a little bit, but also very exciting because I was not the type of person to daydream or envision the type of wedding that I would have or want. I was not the type of person to really even think about the type of engagement ring that I would want. And so when it came down to the actual ring, my fiance actually was struggling with picking it out and figuring out what to do. And so instead he proposed the cutest way, and I would not change a thing. I was proposed to in the most amazing way ever. For our anniversary, like 2 months ago, we decided to buy each other a PlayStation 4 as a joint present for ourselves, and we just got it early. Both of our birthdays are in September, and so we were walking around and he was saying how he doesn't know what to get me for our anniversary, and then we were walking down the game aisle, which is what we often do when we go to Target, and I said, well, you know, PlayStation 4 or console, or Xbox, we could totally give, this could be a joint anniversary present. And he was like, really? And then we bought it there that day. We've been playing the PlayStation quite a bit. We've been wanting to play co-op games, but we needed also a second controller, and so he gifted me a second controller and a co-op game to play and asked me to be his co-op partner for life. And then he asked me for my left hand and asked me to marry him, and he slipped on this adorable paper ring. I know we had been discussing, engagement rings and marriage and stuff like that, but for it to happen in that moment, it was just perfect, and I love him so much. So we actually picked out the ring together. He pretty much let me decide on everything, and we went into the first store that we actually really went to look into. I didn't even know my ring size. We went in, and it was owned by a lovely couple. And at first it looked kind of like a museum or like an art gallery kind of place because it had like sculptures and very few selections of rings like out on display. So I wasn't expecting really to find anything there. Then in the bottom row, there was this really pretty ring, but it had a yellow diamond in it. But it was really pretty. And I looked at it and I was like, well, that's sticking out to me. I just didn't want a diamond like sticking out too far out too, because I didn't want it to get like caught in my hair or hitting him in the face when we're sleeping. And anyway, I didn't want a huge diamond. I knew I was looking actually at sapphires. I really wanted a teal green sapphire. The jeweler came and he was telling us how they make them. He can make anything, so if you give him a design, you can tell him what you want. Marco's right here, so I'm petting Marco. So if you tell him what you want, you can show him a design, and he can recreate it, and of course just be exactly what you want. But we went back over to the first case and the ring that had stuck out to me, and I asked if I could try it on, and I immediately fell for the ring. Like, it was just perfect for me. It just fit me. I felt like it just fit me. It was me. And then I had, of course, asked if they had sapphires, and he and his wife mined sapphires as a hobby, and that's how they became jewelers. Okay, so he brought over this tray of sapphires in different shades, and I got to pick out the exact gem or sapphire that I wanted. And it was actually harder than I thought it was because there was just so many, and they each matter, like the way they are cut, it changes, or the way that like the light is reflected inside, and it's just it was just, I loved it. So anyway, now comes the part where we figure out what we want. And I have several different ideas of now what I'm envisioning, and it's like if we go larger and invite our entire families, then this is the venue I'm kind of hoping for. And then if we go smaller, this venue would work out. It's just a matter of what we want and how long it'll take for us to save for it. But you know, the idea of celebrating with our family and friends just sounds like so much fun, and I don't think we'd regret it at all. Matt is completely supportive on anything I decide, and I love him so much. I love you so much, Matt. We just have a lot of planning to do now. So thanks for listening, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Full stretch.